The Grammy winner accused of founding a gang allegedly linked to several murders in Atlanta.
Many of the charges related to the indictment point to Young Thug's rap lyrics as evidence.
Take it to trial. Take this mother trial.
Good morning, Mr. Jeffrey Williams. Be aware that on this calendar you are here because you have been indicted under 22 SC 182273 for conspiracy to violate the racketeer influence and criminal street gang activity.
I'm concerned with a human being who's wrongly charged. I knew right away that he's been targeted for 10 years by the prosecution. This is a wrong prosecution, and I will defend him.
You're saying your client is completely innocent.
Mr. Williams is wrongly charged on every single count.
The rapper he's accused of racketeering, making terroristic threats, theft, renting a car used in a murder, and participating in a criminal street gang as one of its organizers.
It does not matter what your notoriety is, what your fame is. If you come to Fulton County, Georgia, and you commit crimes, and certainly if those crimes are in furtherance of a street gang, that you are going to become a target.
Prosecutors and DA, they're actually listening. They're watching social.
Statute is clear. What Ms. Love is doing is trying to get into attorney-client work product, attorney-client privileged information. I'm not saying whether there is anything, but what I'm telling you is it's only when, and I said it before, and you know it, when you call that witness in your case in chief. So Ms. Love continuously asks me for things that I've done on this case, who I interviewed. I'm not answering her questions. It would be a bar violation.
Your Honor, if I may respond. I don't know why it is that Mr. Steele posits such things to the court that it would be attorney-client privilege if he...
Before we get into all that, I think that, and already, Ms. Love, it isn't his case in chief yet. So if he decides to do that, then he has a duty and obligation under Title 17 to turn that over. But I think at this point in time, it's a little premature.
Well, Your Honor, the reason that I'm saying that is that the witness is on the stand. This whole process is a search for the truth. It is patently not in the interest of justice for Mr. Steele to be able to have interviews, conversations with people who are now on the stand. It's not as if they may be called or may not be called, and then hold back communications. We don't know what she said. We don't know if he said anything. I'd ask that the court, since he would say it to the court ex parte, that the court inquire whether there are any things, and if there are written, recorded communications, that the court conduct an in-camera examination of them, and if it is something that the state is entitled to have, that the state be allowed to have that. It is not supposed to be a process where one side flies blind as to what the other one has. And so I believe that the court has the discretion to order defense counsel to turn over if there are recorded interviews with, if there are things that implicate.
Have you ever been in a position where you took a statement from a witness, you recorded it, and then you decided you're going to delete it and not send it over to anyone?
No.
That would be wrong?
Yes.
Tell the jurors why that would be wrong.
Because that's evidence. You're deleting evidence. It doesn't matter if that evidence showed that it meant nothing, but it was a part of your investigative file.
If it is it a crime to delete evidence?
Sure it is, yes.
Called obstruction of justice?
Amongst other things.
Tampering with evidence?
And probably oath of office.
Violation of oath of a police officer's office if the officer did that?
Yes, sir.
Did you start an interview with a person and record it and then erase the recording?
I've done that.
How many times have you done that?
Objection, Your Honor. Relevance.
Goes to credibility, Your Honor.
Objection.
I'll allow it.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I don't know. As I testified before, in context, many times I would have a tape recorder just running in my lapel, in my pocket, and knocking on doors. And again, as I'm interviewing someone or witnesses especially, they would lie. I would have facts or have a feeling, even not even knowing. And then through the conversation, start over and say, okay, an official statement, and then speak on the official statement that what you told me before was untrue, and then record that statement and submit it.